one way to just tell it as a little bit of a story, you think about, again, the people who've been influenced by Jimmy Reed, who've copied his music. Go back to around 1958, 57, 56, and Elvis Presley, as many of you may know, cut a version of that song, Big Boss Man by Jimmy Reed. And of course, Elvis Presley was the first to admit that, and I forget exactly his unique wording, the way he put it. It basically said, well, I was just copying what I was hearing, black people's music from around his area where he lived in Memphis. And there were other people, obviously, but Jimmy Reed was one of those that he copied. Though Jimmy Reed was in Chicago already at that point, Gary, Indiana, in Chicago. But you start with Elvis and the chain of influences over the years, and go to around 1962, maybe 1961, when Mick Jagger, these two British boys, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, they were outcasts because they liked this strange music from across the ocean, right? And they weren't, obviously they weren't big and famous at that point, and they had to band together with other like-minded people who also liked this strange music coming from America. And then you go to around 1987, and yours truly, Harmonica Neil, I'm in a garage, a mechanic's garage on Indianapolis Boulevard in Cherville, Indiana, and one of the first songs our band attempts to do is Baby, What Do You Want Me to Do by Jimmy Reed. And go to last week in Chicago. There's a man named Fernando Jones who has a Blues Kids Foundation who does a free blues camp for kids who come from all over the world, all over the United States certainly, to learn how to play blues. And Fernando Jones has these professional musicians come in to teach the kids how to play and how to play as a band. And one of the songs, one of the ensembles, the kids' ensembles was doing was Big Boss Man. So it's amazing, and if you don't mind me getting a little bit heavy, I mean, the size of the tombstone is not proportional to the size of the man and the influence of these people. It's just, how ironic is that, and how amazing is that? And I won't call it tragic. I mean, he had his good moments and his bad moments. He did have a problem with the bottle, and he had some health issues, and you can see he was only 51 when he died. After I'm done holding court here, we're done maybe singing together, I do have a couple of postcards from the Jimmy Reed Foundation, and I know them personally. They do really good work. Yeah, they're trying to teach people about the blues and keep the legacy of Jimmy Reed and Mama Reed alive, but they also have a very practical thing. They're trying to teach the young artists of today, no matter what kind of music they're playing, how to keep their entitlements to their own property, their own music, and and not have many of the problems that have been well documented that these great bluesmen from former days did. So they do really good work. I can vouch for them personally, and like I said, I do have some information if you would want it. But here's that song that Keith and Mick and me and the kids today and everybody else, untold, probably millions of people have played. Deceptively simple, but really kind of draws you in. So it goes something like this. You got me run, hide, run any way you want me, let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, why you wanna let it go? I'm going up, I'm going down, I'm going up, down, down, up, any way you want me, let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, why you wanna let me go? I'm gonna go in and out. I'm going in, I'm going out, I'm going in, out, out, in, together, huh? Got me peeping, got me hiding, hide peep. You got me peep, hide peep, any way you want me, let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, what you want me to do.
Yeah.
There it is, there it
Yeah.
is. That song has just affected a lot of people. It's interesting, Jimmy Reed, as you probably would have drawn this conclusion already, crossed over to white audiences at a time around the same time as Chuck Berry, but when that was just unheard of, unthinkable, right? I mean, there were two different kinds of people, two different kinds of music, and they didn't mix. They just didn't mix. But Jimmy Reed had lots of top 10 hits on the R&B charts, but a couple of his songs also crossed over to the general pop charts, general popular music charts. And I don't know that WLS wasn't quite in operation yet. Was it in Chicago back in 58 or 59? But so his songs would have been heard on stations in Memphis and other large markets on your general pop radio. So I just thought that was interesting. Okay, so everybody knows that kind of bum, 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 bum. Jimmy Reed really kind of made that famous. Sometimes they call it the Lumpty Dumpty or the blues hump. But he also wrote a couple of ballads. I'd like to try and do one of those, which is very pretty. Don't you know that I love you? Honest, I do. I never play no one above you. Please tell me you love me. Thank you. Sure. Stop driving me mad. You're the sweetest little woman that I ever had. I told you that I love you. Stop driving me mad. You're the sweetest little woman that I ever had. Please tell me you love me. Stop treating me bad. You're the sweetest little woman that I ever had.
Yeah.
Big boss
All
man,
right.
Jimmy Reed.
Yeah.
Mathis James Reed. Well, this concludes this portion of the tour.